It's been announced that Chris Eubank Jr. is back after a loss to Saunders. He's going to be fighting for the interim WBA title. Well, the interim title. And see, what confuses me about this is you lose a fight and then you're given an interim world title fight. Interim meaning, I guess, that you're the first person in line to fight for the world title belt. Or that's what I figure interim is, until the actual current WBA champion is ready to fight you. Okay, that's fine. But what I really want to know is, what has Chris Eubank Jr. really learnt from this last fight? Technically, is he going to adjust technical issues, falling over when he's throwing punches? Is he going to... What did he actually learn from the fight against Billy Joe Saunders? If he believes in his mind, and his dad's arrogant enough to believe it, if in his mind he believes he won the fight against Billy Joe Saunders, then all he needs to do is get in shape and he'll go and beat up Chudinov in his mind. Now, I don't care whether he beats Chudinov or not. If he doesn't beat Chudinov, he's in a lot of problems. But even if he does beat Chudinov, it still puts Eubank in a very precarious position, because you're an interim WBA champion, and I assume they're going to want to fight for the WBA championship, otherwise they wouldn't have taken the opportunity. Now, I want to know why he's got this opportunity. I don't understand how he's got the opportunity, but he's got it anyway. And I want to know his relationship with Ronnie Davis, because remember when he was in the corner, Ronnie Davis told him, "You've got to get out there and stop him, son," which was decent advice from his trainer. And he turned around and said, "Stop talking to his trainer." So, if you're telling your trainer to stop talking, that really is not a good relationship between trainer and fighter. And I would suggest Chris Eubank Jr. find a trainer that he actually respects. And Eubank Sr., is he going to be in the corner again? If that's the case, what's the point of having Ronnie Davis and Chris Senegal? Why doesn't Eubank Sr. become his trainer full time and sack Ronnie Davis? Clearly, I think that has got to be the way forward. If Chris Eubank Sr. is going to do that, is Chris Eubank Sr. going to take a step aside, or is he going to still be taking the limelight away from his son? All that seems a bit unclear to me. And how seriously are they taking Chudinov? I know that Billy Joe Saunders is not a big one-punch knockout artist, and his father, Chris Eubank Sr., still believes that GGG would be beaten by Chris Eubank Jr. Now, I'm not being funny here, but GGG hits with tremendous power. And I think there's a few guys in the middleweight division before GGG that would more than give Chris Eubank Jr. a run for his money, based on what I saw from the fight with Billy Joe Saunders. I mean, he's got Martin Murray. Could Eubank Jr. beat Martin Murray? Could Eubank Jr. beat Andy Lee? I mean, could he? He couldn't beat Billy Joe Saunders. John Gloria didn't look great the other night. What about Adam Etches? What about him? I'm sure there are other middleweights are missing out. Peter Quillin. Can he beat Peter Quillin? GGG. Can he beat GGG? Could he beat Julius Jackson? I don't know if Eubank Jr. Take his father out of the picture a second. Just imagine his father wasn't involved. Forget it. Just imagine Chris Eubank Jr. today with the skills he's got. Does he really deserve the opportunities he's been getting? I mean, honestly, really? PR-wise or public relation-wise, sucks. because of the way they've handled, even the way they handled the Billy Joe Saunders thing. The press conferences should have been more than they were. So, social media, you can't really see Chris Eubank Jr. really interact in terms of social media. I don't think he follows anyone on Twitter even. So, I don't know. All I know is that the decision has been made in terms of who his trainer is moving forward, address the technical issues that he's got, or he'll forever be a fighter that's got potential. And that's what I see with Chris Eubank Jr. A fighter with potential, being given lots of opportunities, but whether he'll be able to capitalize on those opportunities because he is not under the right tutelage, I don't know. Chris Eubank Sr. was one thing. He was arrogant and ignorant in his own way, but he had the skills to back it up, and he actually went on and won a world title, remaining unbeaten. Chris Eubank Jr. has half the talent. We don't even know if he's got the chin or the heart until he gets in with a fearsome puncher like Nigel Benn, which his acid test probably would be someone like GGG, who's a phenomenal puncher. You know, and Chris had to really do it the hard way. Chris Eubank Jr. is doing it on the basis of his father. His father got away with stuff with Ronnie Davis. Which trainer in the world is going to want to put up with that nonsense? I mean, Floyd Mayweather Sr. made it quite clear about how Chris Eubank wants to see his son train and has his own ideas of how his son should be. I'm not sure whether this is going to end up a happy ending. If issues within the training camp, promotionally, and just the way he's been managed to Chris Eubank Jr., whether this is going to end up a happy ending. I really don't. And unless they get a trainer on board who's a no-nonsense trainer and is prepared to look Chris Eubank Sr. in the face and say, look, mate, you hired me as a trainer, back off, I'm looking after your son here. And his son has the damn right respect to respect the trainer. Because I don't know, from what I saw in that corner, there was confusion in the sense that you had Chris Eubank Sr. standing up posing for 12 rounds, and I don't know what advice he was giving Chris Eubank Jr. You had Ronnie Davis being told in non-certain terms to shut up, and Chris Senegal looking on. Chris Senegal and Ronnie Davis, between them, are experienced enough trainers. Let me know what you boxing fans think out there. Do you think Eubank can continue the way he's going? Okay, he's been nice at press conferences. That doesn't mean his boxing technique is going to change anyway. That doesn't mean he's going to have a better relationship with Ronnie Davis. That just means he's trying to be sweet with the press because he got beat and it didn't work out the way he wanted it to work out. Now he's had to humble himself a bit. But you know the truth about how humble he is in the basis of how he responds in terms of whether he's taking his training seriously, in the sense that, you know, he tells his father, you know what, you need to step off or come fully in and be my trainer, or step out and let me get a decent trainer in my corner, or let me stick with Ronnie Davis and have some respect for Ronnie Davis. Those are my thoughts. Love to know what you think. I'm out.